Hi guys, so today I just filmed a video on this glowy go-to foundation look that I always wear. I love this look. It's tried and true. I'm not wearing any mascara or eyeshadow in this video because I will be doing a part 2 to this video very soon where I try out some new Colourpop products. But yeah, if you want to see how I get this look, then please keep watching. Hey, what's good? I am super sick and it's holidays and I look like a fucking mess and a half, but you know what? I haven't filmed in forever. I have a few videos that I've been kind of like holding on to because I'm not 100% sure I want to post them, but I probably should. But I'm back and unprepared as ever. I forgot to bring my Cover FX Celestial drops, but we're still gonna film this anyway. So this is gonna be my go-to glowy foundation base tutorial that's semi-waterproof tested. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show, my friends. Cool. Okay, so the really important stuff that you will need for the first couple steps. You'll need a setting spray. I think that the Mario Badescu Rose Water setting spray is the best setting spray, or in between spray, facial spray, moistening spray. It comes in rose water, also cucumber, and now I think there's going to be a lavender one, which I'm definitely going to have to get my hands on. This is crucial. You can use Fix Plus as well, or an Urban Decay one, but a setting spray is a must. Next of all, you have to have your primers. I have 3 of them here. I have 3 primers that I use nearly all the time, and it's my tried and true best shit I know, you know? So there's this one, which a lot of people hate, a lot of people love. It was all the rage on the internet last year, and that is the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm. I really love this one. I do find that it makes my makeup stay on for longer, for sure, and also it gives me a really like smooth coverage, because sometimes my face can be a little bit textured, and I feel that evens it out. I always start with this. Then I will progress on to the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. It's basically just a silicone-based clear primer that does all the good stuff that you want. Increase the longevity of foundation while reducing the appearance of fine lines and pores. Apply over clean, moisturized skin. I put this on top of the Post Shave Balm in like the most areas, and then I use, let's see if we can actually fucking find it. Oh, that'd be the day. I had like 20 of them, but I can never find them. Hold. The one that I can't find is the Professional by Benefit, but it kind of does the same thing as the Photo Finish Primer from Smashbox. It just, I don't know, I feel like it targets the pores and just, you know? Also, another one that kind of, like, I over prime. I do like 5 primers, but in like, I spot prime. So another one I do is the Maybelline Smooth one that I always use, Dream Smooth or something. It comes in like a little pot. So good. Makes my face feel like baby ass smooth. So good. And another one that I've started to fall in love with that I think I'm going to have to buy the full size of is the MAC Strobe Cream. Not only do I find that it like really moisturizes the skin well, it also of course gives that nice strobing effect on the high points of the face, and like you don't think it's there, but it really just does help. So without further ado, I'm going to spray my face. So I'm just shaking this up a bit, pouring it onto my hand, only a little bit, and then what I do is I rub it in my hand and then rub it on my face. I do that because I get a lot of irritation when I rub my face, and I just don't want to be rubbing my face like, you know, for like a few minutes. before I can put anything else on top, you know, so that's why I rub it in my hands beforehand. And the reason you rub it in the first place is so that it gets tacky, which is activating the glycerin, which is the agent that makes the foundation stick. I will put on this one, the Smashbox Photo Finish. I really must try more of the Smashbox Photo Finish, or like the primers that they have. It's just that they're quite expensive, so I just have a little, you can't really see, just a little tiny amount. I'm going to focus it in here. What I try and do is I start in like a central spot and then spread out, and that way you maximize the amount of product you're using, but not over, like you're getting the most bang for your buck basically. So I use on my chin and then I'll spread it out that way. And then I'll put the MAC strobe cream on the places that I want to glow, baby. So here, on the forehead, let me just break everything. So my next step slash tip is to color correct before you do your foundation, and if it is dire, also spot conceal. So particularly for me, my trouble area is the redness on my face, so I use a green color corrector. For instance, if you had dark circles that shine through in foundation or look better if they're covered up beforehand, use a peach to orange or red depending on your skin tone slash shade. So I love, it seems like this is Smashbox themed, but it's not. I love the Smashbox Get Less Red concealer sticks. I love their sticks in general. I haven't tried the other color corrector ones, but it's gonna be the same formula and it's just beautiful. And it's like, it is expensive, but you get like a full stick, and I've had mine for probably since I've come out, so like probably 8 months, and I'm nearing nearly, but I literally use this every single day. And when I say that, like, the only times I don't wear it is when I'm wearing no makeup. Even if I'm just putting on concealer, like, which is what my like go-to is kind of now, I still will put this underneath. No, when I wear like just concealer over red spots, it will look purple if I put just concealer or foundation over, and like that's not the look, that's not cute, that's like getting into sort of acne-ish territory. So I think that just eliminating it altogether is really a really good idea. So I'm just using the MAC, it's rubbed off by now, it's a limited edition, but it's the it's just the short duo fiber brush. I think they have two, and one's like the larger one and one's the shorter one. I've been having this is probably like, I've had this for like probably 2 years now. I use it every single day. I love it so much. I have one spot here, right here, that I just think would show through some pigmentation without some spot concealing beforehand, so that's what and then here I think. So I'm just going to spot conceal with my Tarte Shape Tape. I use Shape Tape on a daily basis, and although it's heavy, I use a small amount, but the coverage is just so good. See, although, I mean, it's pretty much covered, like you wouldn't really be able to detect it unless I drew your attention to it, I don't think. But like that, oh, and up here. But like even already my face, even though it's kind of like splotchy because I haven't put on foundation, it's gone from like here looking like I'm sick to like from like here to like here. We're gonna get here, but like, you know, we're getting there. So I'm gonna show you my little secret concoction, although it's not secret clearly if I'm about to tell you, but it is a mixture. It's basically usually two parts Born This Way to 1 part Rainforest of the Sea. I'm in shade Snow of the Born This Way, and in shade Fair Light Neutral. This has more beige neutral undertones, and I find this has a tad bit more yellow. I myself have diagnosed myself as a neutral undertone because I do find pink and yellow undertones, and usually I can wear yellow and neutral foundations, but I do not like pink foundations at all. I can wear them, I just don't like it at all. So hence why I put in a bit of neutral with the yellow. Sometimes I do half and half, sometimes I do just this, sometimes I do just this, but for my go-to I use 2 parts this, 1 part this. And usually, as I stated before, I'm a fucking idiot and didn't bring it with me. Usually I would mix in a few drops of the Celestial drops by Cover FX. I'm an idiot, so instead I'm going to be using the Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizer. It's just in a sample. Just put in there. So yeah, I'm actually going to spray my face 1 time. Okay, so now that I have mixed that in on my hand, I'm just going to dot the excess over the areas that have more pigmentation. So on the chin, here, and then down here. So then I'm going to take the butt end of the Beauty Blender, pick up some of the product, and then just go to town, you know. I used to use the Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer all the time as compared to the Cover FX, but the Cover FX is just so much smoother. It complements my skin tone a little bit better. I just like it a lot better, but I'm pretty sure it's quite a bit more expensive, so. But you don't go through it quickly, that's for sure. So what I do when I've used up the resources is I usually don't put any more highlighter in. I just do 1 pump of the Born This Way and then 1 pump drop of the Rainforest of the Sea. Mix it all together and you know that it's the best of both worlds. This is what it looks like. Just really super dewy, luminous, light. Obviously that's going to change in a second when I add powders and stuff like that, but this is it for now. On to the next step. Okay, so I also always pretty much cream contour as well. I love the NYX Wonder Stick in the shade light medium. I haven't got much left, clearly. I love using this. It's a lovely grey neutral tone for contouring. I also love the Surprise Surprise Smashbox Contour and Bronze Stick. So this is the contour stick. It's slightly warmer than the NYX Wonder Stick, and the bronze is more orange tone. So I used the same brush from before, the MAC short stippling brush, and I do contour first because if something goes wrong, concealer can go on and correct that. Also, if I want to get like a sharp line, I can use concealer to do that. I just find it's easier to put the dark on first and then the light. I'm out of focus. So I'll show you what I do first. I take the contour stick, the little nubbin of a stick. Oh, I love that sound. I go into the crooks of the contour. Oh. Go here, here, and here. I'll just do the same on this side of the face. Also in here. On the chin, and afterwards I'll do some on the nose. What I will do is I will trace that up with the NYX Wonder Stick, and I will just literally just go over it and pretty much just outline, like connect the dots pretty much. And I'll also do my chin, just because this is a slightly lighter color and it's slightly thicker and creamier. I just like to put that on in the background to like reassert the contour that's going on, sort of thing, to add multi dimensions to it. And then afterwards I'll add some bronze. Actually, I will Start with the Beauty Blender. So like here, I will take the brush and I will work it into the hairline specifically, just so there's not a disconnect between one, the hairline, and two, the hairline, the foundation, and the contour. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the Smashbox stick into the crook here. And then I'm gonna take some of the bronze stick on my forehead closer in to the forehead. So like here. And then just a little bit there. As you would like a bronzer, you know, afterwards. So I'm not really good at contouring my nose yet. I still have to kind of like get the hang of it, but it's kind of what I do. I kind of straighten it out here. It's a bit crooked. Then dot it here. And then maintain straightness. Kind of look like cosmetic surgery lines a little bit. So I pinch the sponge a bit and use it like that, and then also use the brush. It's okay again if it's not clean it up with concealer afterwards. So I try and use a little bit of a lighter hand when it comes to concealing, and hence why I do the spot coverage before foundation, because I find it to be more effective. It looks less cakey and looks more seamless. So I will be using the TUT Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Sealer in Fair. I love this little guy. And then the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Light to Vanilla. So the TUT Aqua Sealer is super hydrating, like so hydrating. So what I like to do is I like to put it, dot it under my eye, on the forehead, on the chin, give a little bit of attention to those extra spots, under the contour, because you don't want to have it looking too muddy. If I want a little bit of the more heavy coverage, oh, that's coming from underneath, I will put either the TUT Shape Tape underneath as well, or the No Filter Concealer from Colourpop. And I just use the Beauty Blender alone for this. So before I set everything, I'm just gonna spray my face again. I don't know, it just, to me, it helps the, I spray before and after. To me, it helps the powder kind of sink in really nicely, and just, without being too powdery. Like, you don't want to put this, you don't want to set your face now, like right now while your face is drenched. You want to do it when it's kind of like only a little bit moist. And I'm going to be using a mixture of these two colors. I will also be using it for contour later, but I don't put on the contour now because I don't want to run the risk of it getting a bit too muddy. So now I'm going to take the warmer shade of the Kat Von D Shade Light palette, the middle shade Shadow Play. And I'm just going to go in a broad sort of motion, sweeping that general cheek area and basically putting it where we put all of the bronzer and stuff. Again, kind of like I did with the primer, if you start in the middle and like sweep that way and that way, it's better and you don't get this patch like I just did. So now I have to blend that out. Take a mix of that and the grey shade here, Subconscious. I'm gonna go under here. This a contour brush from Real Techniques. It has a dome, and I feel like it just really gets into the sockets. So I'm going to take that Subconscious grey shade, dip into that, make sure there's just little powder on there, and just now I'm just going to take this Pat McGrath Labs eyeshadow brush. I think she only has one. And I'm going to take that grey toned shade. Then I'm just going to lightly trace over the contours that I put on my nose before. Okay, so the last step is highlighting and blush. So the highlighter I'm obsessed with is the Dior Nude Air Luminizer in shade 002. Just going to spray a little bit, one spray, and then wait it to dry a little bit. And just go in with a fan brush. This is the e.l.f. fan brush. Just go in. Now, set up. A bit on the lip. Always, 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 always bring it up here a little bit. And sometimes I bring it above the brow bone. To intensify, I use some of Flexitarian from Colourpop. So what I do is I just kind of dab it on the spots that I want to intensify. Then with another figure, blend it out. You don't want to like go, otherwise you're going to have a harsh line. You're going to have a hard time blending it out. Also, with the Dior highlighter, I will take that same brush I used to contour because apparently its uses know no bounds. I'm going to go underneath the brow bone. Or go in the brow, like either way, whatever floats your actual boat. And kind of connect that. And then just a little bit on the inner corner, just a little. I don't like too bright of an inner corner highlight. And then the last thing is blush. And I always love this Ethereal Glow Blush by Hourglass. I think it just gives this beautiful flush to the face. So I just put in my Real Techniques blush brush and just go over the highlight and contour a little bit. It just kind of just marries the two together. Now what I like to do so it doesn't look too like harsh on the face is to kind of like just sweep it up around the face and just blend it out. And then with one final spray, you are done. This is the glowy result. Yeah, this is without any mascara or eyeshadow or anything like that, but this is how I do. This is like a waterproof, not completely, but I have gone swimming with this makeup on and only have minimal, no running, but also minimal fading or anything like that even when swimming. So this is my tried and true foundation go-to. So without further ado, thank you for watching this video. If you want to see a part 2 where I test out some Colourpop products, it will be coming in a little bit. So see you soon. Bye.